Hello everyone, War Angel here, and welcome back to the Eastern Roman Empire campaign for Total War Attila. We're currently now on episode 64, which as you know means that next week will be the final episode for the series. So I thought I'll take a minute or two before we get started just to go over what to expect from that video from my side of things, and it's just so you're aware. Because as you know, I wanted to complete this campaign with a Divine Triumph, which unfortunately for me requires me to wait to 450 AD, which looking up at the timeline up here, which we're currently now in the autumn of 432 AD, means we've got roughly, 17 times 4, 68 plus 2, 70 turns before we can actually finish the campaign. Which is a problem if I've got today's episode and the next week's one to actually get it done. So as you know, I've decided to make a bit of an epilogue to cover the events from the live footage that I record for the Let's Plays and the end of the campaign itself, and sort of condense it down and do some post-commentary footage for it. So looking forward to trying that out. It's been a little while since I did anything like it. But it does mean in order to try and get through, as I said, 70 turns of campaigns properly rather than just hitting end turn all the time, as well as to edit the footage and all that, I've decided what I'm going to do is straight after recording the footage for this episode, I'm going to record the next week's episode in advance. So for those of you such as Bacala that leave advice and tips in the comment section for the video, just be aware that I've already recorded next week's episode. But I do want to say thank you for you two that left them in last week's video. It was really nice to hear some nice words from you. I do try to be a bit concise in what I do for my Let's Plays, although saying that, like most people, I do have a tendency to mumble on a bit at times. So, but yes, nevertheless, it was very nice to hear the nice comments, so thank you very much. And for everyone else watching as well, I hope you all stick around to watch the final episode next week, so tune in then. With that said and done, let's get started with today's episode, shall we, before I go and rumble on and on and on. So the first thing that came to mind when I started things up is actually this. We've had war declared on us by the Sclavanians, although I don't remember the pop-up coming up. It might be because it was a week ago. It might have been, anyway. So we now know that they've decided to ally with the Grottungians against us, which is annoying. We also picked up a golden seal ring. I just noticed that. Don't remember getting this before, but that's actually pretty good. Who's this for? Marcus? Oh, he's my veteran. Okay. I was about to say, I've never seen this item come up before, and I haven't had any updates, so I thought it's just a rare item or something that a general gets. That's going to be pretty handy. My military training actually gives me more experience per turn. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got that. Population surplus in Pannonia, nothing to worry about. Quintia Flavius Caesarea, he died. I can't remember who he is. I think he's my governor for Thracia, but I could be wrong. What else we've got? Publius Navius Verus has now become a engineer. I will be remembered as a builder, not a slayer. Minus 20% construction cost for his province. If he's a governor, that's a pretty useful one to have. A whole bunch of demolition, which is why we've got loads and loads of money right now. Disease has been outbreaked again. We've completed... Oh yeah, we completed chapter 3, haven't we? So we started now chapter 4. So our current mission now is to survive until spring 445. So, again, a number of turns left to go, and we did manage to get some 8,000 treasury for that if we achieve this. So what's the new objectives we need to do for this chapter if I decide to follow them? The war. Be at war with the following faction, the Western Roman Empire. With the turbulent courts of the two empires, it was only a matter of time before tensions broke. Following the death of Emperor Honorius, Joannes was crowned Western Roman Emperor. Joannes. However, Theodosius II had raised his own candidate, Valentinian III, making civil war inevitable. So I won't go through all of these, in fact, otherwise we'll be taking more time up. So, okay, we have to declare war if we want to against the Western Romans. Give 2,500 in diplomatic tribute to the Huns. That's going to be a little bit difficult because they're dead. We need to construct 3 buildings of the following, which we've already done. We've got lots of them, in fact. We've been there, done that with the Sassanid Empire. And we've captured Nisibis, and we've already got that. So there we go. That's actually a fairly easy thing to have done. In fact, Nisibis is just down here. Okay. Yeah, so we've already done all of this. Fair enough. Okay. To be honest, I don't think I'm actually going to go for any of these. If this one happens during the campaign, that's a different matter, but I don't plan to declare war on them myself. I know one or two people have actually mentioned about wanting me to do that, but I'm not going to, because they've been my loyal military allies since the very start of this campaign, and I'm not going to antagonize them, you know? If it does happen, it happens, but it's not because of me doing it. So anyway, we'll carry on with this bit. So, and besides, for like 5,000, one of the things about Rome 2 is that the optional objectives actually gave you a fair reason for doing it and a fair bit amount of money. But just getting 1,000 for going through turns of battles with the Western Romans, just to get 1,000, I make 44 times that in a turn. So yeah, not bothered. Anyway, so last time we managed to push back Lazica's grip on my territory here at Trimpezus and over here in Sinope. Was it Sinope? Yes, it was Sinope. And we've actually managed to go and take their capital of Kotte, so we've now managed to unify the province here at Caucasia. So now we have to take a bit of time just to convert things over. It'll be nice and easy. In fact, let me just double check the fertility. It's meager. That's okay, that's doable. We'll swap that over. We'll disband that. We'll disband that. We'll need to make cotton. Camel herd. Do I want to keep the camel herd? That does give me a flat bonus of 70 food, which is okay, but we've got 120 coming in right now. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll swap it over to a cotton field next turn. We'll keep the scriptorum right now, because we don't really need to do anything about research. So yeah, we're going to continue with the grand plan, with one or two slight adjustments when possible. So the 11th Legion here is going to be making the long march all the way over now to attack Lazica's territory from the south, but I am going to send them, if possible, after the Flames of Purity here, just so we can try and kill them off. They haven't got much going for them, only 2 units, but if they hire a bunch of mercenaries, then it can make things problematic for the other regions, so we're going to take them out. This army now, it is +8. If I move them out of Trimpezus, it's 0. What happens if you move out the region? -4. Okay. That's a slight problem, but is there anything we can do about that? We can't upgrade a governor's palace just yet, but sanitation seems to be the main thing, and basically just repairing buildings. So let's repair this. We'll repair that for the food, and we'll repair the wheat fields. It's nice that they kept my wheat fields at least. What's the fertility like here? It is poor. Let's have a look. It's 2 at the moment. Okay. Let's just make a colonia, I think, out of these. We'll keep that, we'll upgrade that for the public order, we'll upgrade this just so we can get that. In fact, we can't actually get any more growth here, I've just noticed. That's weird. Maybe I need to upgrade this, we'll do that. Okay, so what we can do now with this army, we'll be marching them up towards Anacopia in order to take it out, and continue marching upwards. We did have rebels, I was hoping I might do something against Samadar, but it looks like they might have been defeated. I don't know, you can see right here. They've actually been marching this way, as if they've been retreated from attacking the settlement. Let's have a quick look and see. Yeah, they've taken a few casualties, but these guys have basically been wiped out. Okay, that's good to know. So it means that Africa is going to keep Samadar, but we can still take the province capital and continue pushing upwards now towards Tananese, depending, of course, if Africa don't nick it off me first. So okay, so that's that situation over here done. Now, let's continue with the other ones. Now, as we know, we've got the Alamans now and the Langobards fighting us, as well as the Geats over here, so we need to push against them. And they did attack us to Talentum in order to basically sack the settlements. So let's go over here and kill off Thrim's Chosen with my legion here. They are going to run away, but we've got plenty of movement. We can track them down and kill them. Let's do that. Ansbar very much in favour. We're just going to go for a simple auto-resolve. Kill him. Now the question is, what do I do next? Do I send this army toward... if I can, well, I haven't actually got much movement, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to force march him. I'm going to ask him, yes, we can make it back to Salentum, because at the moment we do have a rebellion taking place somewhere on the map. Right outside Cafaganova. That's okay, because at the moment we've got my 4-stack army here that was over here at Palmyra, in order to try and get them replenished a bit before we can use them. So, yeah, we're in a good position. We can just wipe them out in a turn or two once the public order gets a bit better. We're in the middle of disbanding all of this, so let's swap this over to a rally field. just so we can upgrade it. That can be disbanded. Let me see. We've got sanitation coming up now. Scriptorium. Let's get our governors here done. We'll get the reservoir, so we get the public order bonus. Scriptorium, we can stay. That's been disbanded. That's been done. This needs to be disbanded. So does that. So does that. We'll get some. Oh no, actually, I just saw we have olive trees. Okay, so that's that done. And then we can continue sorting out Talento next turn. And, okay, let's convert this over to, what's the fertility like? It's poor. We're actually losing a lot of food right now. It's mainly because of things like this, where it's like minus 20 here, minus 20 here. It's, you know, we're losing quite a bit just from bits and pieces here and there. So it's just a case of converting over in order to try and sort it out a bit. So, yeah, we'll just convert this straight over then to a... Yeah, let's get a standard colonia going for here, I think. Wasigabriga, whereabouts is you exactly? Nope, no, don't abandon, wrong button. Okay, you're up here. That's alright, we'll make it so you're a standard colonia. Over here, we've been currently taking out the territories along the coast with this army, so we can attack Hispalis, and that will take us the whole region then. Nice and easy, again, an order resolve. I will try and include some battles as and when I can, but like I've talked, as you guys know, I don't like fighting battles for the sake of fighting a battle thing. I've seen other YouTubers do it where they might fight an easy battle where they should be will win very, very easily, and yet they do it just so they can say, "Oh yes, we've included a battle in this episode." To me, I don't like it. I don't see the point of it. Then you're just doing it then for the sake of it, which bugs me as a player, as a viewer, a YouTuber. Okay, let's see. Malika, we can swap you over. That can be disbanded. We'll keep the fruit orchard. What's the food like here? We've got plenty of food, in fact, so that's okay. That can be disbanded. This can be disbanded. Second that. And that can be repaired. That can be disbanded. And what else? We get a capital going so we can get the public order. This will become a reservoir because we don't have to worry about growth anymore in the settlement. Yeah, that's pretty much everything we needed to sort out. We can get a food plantation as well, get some more food coming in. That'll give us a massive amount of food. And this can actually make it so we can get some trade jetties here. Very, very nice. So that's that bit done. The army here is going to stay here to replenish. Up here then we've got the army at Asturica, where unfortunately we've now got rebels outside Brigantum. So let's move you guys over towards Brigantum. This will just prevent the rebels then. I'll let them form up a little bit more, but this way then at least it prevents them from trying to attack Asturica, because they can't come this way without getting into my zone of control, and they can't come this way without getting in the way of Bakara, which the garrison is decent enough right now, is that it should be able to defend. In order to try and help out a bit, let's sort some of the stuff out. So you can convert over to... Come on. Okay. It's actually quite good right here right now. It's not about anything from here, so it might be worth just swapping this over to a standard colonia, I think. A standard town. See if this could be upgraded as well to a governor's house. That can be disbanded. Well, disband. No, we'll keep those go pens, and we'll just simply make a local industry building here, and we'll upgrade the place there. We're worried about getting a Greek cathedral. That's not really needed at Bakara. But there we go, we're getting that sorted. So Hispania will continue the assault with our armies against Pax Augusta, Emerita Augusta, and Olisipio. And then we'll be able to start pushing upwards then against the Langobards and start taking territory from them. We do have spies around the area as well, it seems, and it does look like the Alamans are a bit busy, it seems, against Byzantio. Interesting. We do have the army as well. Bakala mentioned that we do have my faction heir sitting around in Britannia. I will be moving him off in order to get stuff done. It's just a case at the moment I want to try and make sure that we get public order sorted out before we can actually move him away. There's no point sending him off if I'm going to have face a rebellion in the next turn or two. So we're getting that done for the public order. This was going to come as well. We've got plenty of food right now, mainly thanks to the bully here and the farm in town, so we should be okay there. Over here, let's increase... We could do with the extra bit of growth just to get that a little bit done, but we'll go for the reservoir in order to get the public order bonus. We'll get the Greek monastic school, some more fields, that can be disbanded. No, we'll keep that, I guess. it's not really that important on the whole. And we are making a whole bunch of money now, just mainly because of the improved fertility in the area. Over here, this is where we wanted to sort out some stuff. We've got the Danes that we're about to kill off. Finally. Don't you try run away from me, you bastards. Because I made the mistake of not killing off all the armies before I took the settlement. It means that they ran off as a tiny little horde of a couple of units. It seems like they hired, either got some mercenaries, I didn't actually see. Yeah, they managed to get a bunch of mercenaries because of how close we were to them. So we can now take their settlement, their region, and we should have the news now that we've wiped out the Danes. Or not. Have I not killed them off yet? Oh, hang on, have I not killed the, Ah, this is why. So they got their tiny little fleet over here in the corner. I haven't had a chance to catch up to it yet. So yes, I haven't killed them off yet, and that is why. So let's come back up to that army now, now that I know why that's the case. Let's have you guys just come and attack Prevna's hold straight away. Okay, balance bar is surprisingly against me, considering. They haven't got much of an army, it's just the fact that their garrison is pretty impressive. So unfortunately, we've only got 3 points of labour available. It's going to take ages. Okay, let's just get some basic equipment done. Is it worth me trying to auto-resolve this? Or... I mean... Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's actually fight it out. We're not going to do it as a night battle. We'll fight it out myself. And I'll just make the episode a little bit longer to make up for it. I mean, we are coming to the end of the series. Why, if I can't pick a decent time to make a longer episode, then now, when can I ever? So here we go, the Battle of Prevna's Hold, 432 AD. To be honest, we do have the ranged advantage. We do have crossbows, we've got onagers, we've got horse archers. I forgot I actually hired horse archers for the army. I don't often use them for things like, especially with the Romans and that, whose sort of army composition tends to lend themselves better to be in very stationary, things. So having horse archers is not really the best option for that. Maybe for things like the Huns, the Alans, and stuff like that would be better. As well as some of the eastern factions, because they get crossbow horsemen, which are really effective. Very, very effective, from what I remember. I was very lucky in this campaign. I haven't actually had to fight them, because we've managed to kill the Sassanids before they got their research done up enough in order to achieve that. So in fact, I've never actually faced them. I've only seen them on Devon's series, The Second Messiah, if I remember. Yeah, Second Messiah, because he hit a lot of his... a couple of episodes involved him fighting in the east against the Sassanids, and he was saying about how deadly they were in terms of fighting. You know, just really sort of thing to shoot, and they shot really, really quickly. You had to actually mod it in to slow it down a bit, to make it a bit more realistic, because they were shooting nearly as fast as arrows from an archer, which is quite surprising. Okay, let's have a look. You guys can shoot up to here, so we want to first... I'm going to focus on here, I think, and just try and take out the gates, and we can be able to push forward then as through here, and just push out as a result. We've got plenty of areas we can actually push out into. We do have a couple of barricades being set up there, but the only other option though is for us to really sort of set up here where we've got the issue with the towers, or we can come over here where it's again not going to be a... No, we can't actually deploy over here, can we? No. Okay, we'll stick to where we were going then. So you guys can stay here. We're going to have you over to flaming shots so you can attack the castle straight away. And again, we'll have standard thing. We're going to have these guys as a third line with spearmen on the flank. Spearmen on the flanks. Not that it's making much difference right now, but it will do once we go in. These guys are going to be on the front. The reason why is because they've got mobile testudo, which means they're going to be a lot more effective actually marching towards the enemy's gates when the towers are shooting on at them before we can actually get captured. So we're actually going to put them straight into testudo. Archers, crossbowmen are going to pull back here. We're going to have the cavalry are just going to be a bit, you know, they'll keep themselves busy, no doubt, once we get inside the settlement, but there's not really much they can do now. And we'll have these guys just pepper away, if possible, at any enemies that happen to be by the gates. But we first of all need to focus on smashing down said gatehouse. It should be nice and easy if it's just a case that we have to wait for the towers to be knocked down. They do have the Onager here, the Bastion one. Just have a look, see what else they happen to have. They've got another one over here. Not that it's done much for them because it's on the other side. They do have these heavy marauders. They're currently on their way around to here. I'm not sure if they're going to still beach at the here, or they're going to come in from this side. Don't know why they're saying about the enemy approaches. They haven't actually got any enemies here. We've actually, you know, they have no reinforcements. It's weird that it's come up. Okay. So you guys actually need to attack the gate, not so much the wall next to it. But I suppose I'll just take what I can. They've got spearmen, Nordic spearmen here and attacking there. So to be honest, we don't actually necessarily have to send our Protectores Domitzi up here to attack because they don't have the range units. Maybe we can knock out the towers though first of all. If only I can actually fast forward it. We can't actually do it too much though. Just because unfortunately my computer can only handle it so much. It's a shame it wasn't swordsman. We could have just charged in with our shark cav and just do massive casualties to them in one go. Oh well. We'll manage. Is that reinforcements coming up that way? No, it's just the tower. Okay. Well, you guys are coming over here, so what we're going to do, I'm going to order my cavalry over to the flank. Just so we can try and deal with them, because it looks like they're going to try and outflank me with the marauders. Not that they're going to get far, but it's okay. We'll be in a position, and that should now knock down the tower, the gates. There we go. Okay. We're going to have these guys march forward. They'll stay in formation for the meantime. The Onager now can focus on trying to take out the watchtowers from this range. If I can get rid of these two first of all, we'll now go after the one over here. But it's no major thing. Rush. Okay. You guys need to come forward in order to try and attack. For some reason we're taking arrow fire from the Onager over there. Forgot all about that one, the fact that we're within range. Okay, you guys can... Tell you what, they're coming over here, so you guys can come over here. Just pepper them from range, we can do some shots against them. And we should now be out of range of the Onager, so they can't actually attack us. Yeah, we should be okay now. Yeah, we're out of range. Okay, they're coming into land. You guys should have started walking, but apparently you've decided not to. That's better, thank you. Okay. These guys, I think they can't really make up their mind if they want to actually land or not. They just seem to be going around in circles. And can you guys shoot at them for me? I don't plan to use these for much, so if we can... I'll see about using some flaming shots. We'll have you use your precision shots straight away, and we'll just see what damage we can do. Okay, tower's been destroyed. We can focus fire on this one now. You know what? Let's just charge it. Let's just get you out of formation and charge you in. I'm tired. I don't want to have it that it can take ages in order to get through. And we've got enough men now that taking a couple of hits from the tower is not going to be a big deal. Okay, you guys can form up in order to... Oh. Didn't realise there was like a cliff there or something. Okay, you guys can form up now here, ready to sort of reinforce it if required. Okay, crossbowmen. Okay, we've got elite Nordic archer warriors here as well. You guys come forward and see if you can do some damage for me. We'll use heavy shot against them. Okay. Did you actually hit? You missed the tower completely. Of course. Okay, you guys see about charging in here in order to do basically just try and kill them off. You guys need to pull back. Hopefully one big charge should be enough to kill... wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but it's okay. Okay, you guys form up over here. Okay. Artillery have defeated... my artillery has been done, so I can basically ask them to retreat off the map. This way then I don't have to worry about them actually doing anything, you know, bad, and I don't have to worry about them getting killed or anything by accident. Okay, how are you guys doing? You've charged in. Fantastic. Okay, what can we do to try and help sort this out a bit? You guys can charge in to try and help. Crossbowmen, we're going to have you still pull up here. We're going to have you try and attack the troops there. Crossbowmen, we can't really... No. Spearmen, we can't really ask you guys to do much. We just have to have you form up. Here, ready to push in when we can. Okay, crossbowmen are there. General, have you got anything that can help against morale? You actually got something that will help morale. That would be something. So we'll have you guys come in and do that. We've now finished off the units over here, so that's fine. We'll have you guys pull back over here now. In fact, what we could do, let's put the cavalry... Ask the cavalry to come back here. Horse archers, we're going to try and put you up here, in fact. We're going to have you then trying to attack the enemy's tower yourself. We'll focus on killing off their infantry, well, the rest, with our more elite troops, I would say. If I had to pick between these Nordic spearmen and my troops, I would say mine are going to be better. Just to push forward, let's take you guys, who should be able to take out these elite Nordic warriors pretty easily, and we'll just have them pushing through. General, we'll have you, first of all, use the ability here. Can you use that for me? You have. Okay. Let's have you guys pull back now. Last thing I want to have is my general getting killed because of an arrow getting shooting in the head. Okay. We're starting to get the capture done for the tower as well. That would be pretty nice. To be honest, I might as well just push through with the troops, really. There's not much reason for them to just stand around. You guys can continue shooting at the back. You've managed to kill off... get one enemy to retreat. Yep. And I got a text, of course. It's always the case.
They're at the walls.
Okay. Just letting them know that it was nice of them to actually think. Normally I have people just ringing up and it's like, I'm busy right now. Why did you have to pick right now to ring? But luckily it was just a text to say, are you recording right now? Yes, I am. Okay. So, let's have a look. At the moment, we are basically mobbing through the enemy. Our troops are a lot more superior to theirs. This is a case we have to slog our way through because we haven't taken the time honestly to build a siege equipment to be able to attack from multiple avenues. I would have preferred, thinking about it, to get siege towers and that so we can actually try and attack. But I couldn't believe that for such an elite army, we've only had 3 labor points to use. That was actually really bad, like shocking me. I couldn't believe it. Okay, we are taking some casualties from something, so let's pull you guys back. I think it's because the bastion knowledge. We'll have you guys pull back over here now. You guys need to continue pushing through. We'll have you... Let's see. Let's have you guys... Hang on, why have I got crossbowmen back here? Get back out here, you sods. Okay, another unit starting. What might actually help? Whistling shot. If we've got them so they're on minus penalties right now, what we could do is start using whistling shot to knock down their morale a bit more, especially if my morale is superior to theirs. Like, there we go, they're already starting to waver. We've now pushed it past the point. Not sure how whistling shot is actually designed to do a lot to scare them off like that, but we've managed to push them back now at least. Okay, so you guys come over here and start dealing with them. Or you got spearmen, we're going to have you coming this way. There's another unit up here, so we're going to send 2 units up here in order to attack that. And we need to go from the major capture point, which should be where is it, up here. We've still got a long way to go before we can actually get to that point. Okay, we'll just push through like so. Okay, you guys should be about to waver. It's combat even right now, so let's switch you guys back over to whistling shot to see if we can distract them a little bit. Okay, spearmen. Right. You guys see if you can charge forward to attack their skirmishers, especially since they've actually lost most of their ammo at this point. Okay, you guys are maybe not the best choice to be going after those. What are these? Nordic spearmen. Apparently they're actually... is warning me to send them against them, even though we've got swordsmen and therefore should be a bit more superior. Okay, you guys come here. Crossbowmen, you seem insistent in order to try and fight in melee. I'm not sure what's inspired you to do that. I'd advise you not to keep doing it. It's not nice when you're not following my orders. Get enough of my day job when I have to shout at people. I don't particularly want to do it in my video game as well. Okay, let's start bringing in the big charge. Cavalry charge straight through in order to take out that unit of skirmishers right up here. The rest of you guys start forming up, and we're going to have you head... Let's have you come over... some of you come over here. And we'll have these two units come over here to attack the gates. You guys can come over here and help push. You can come over here as well. In fact, you've taken that down, haven't you? Okay, let's drop you. Almost done. Right, General, you can make your way in now. Okay, Palatina, we're going to have you marching up towards the main capture point up here. We'll kill off any enemies that we encounter along the way. Would it be worthwhile me actually trying to capture the watchtowers? I mean, they are basically firing me each time. Let's just stop along the way and take them as we go. Okay, that's 100%. You've managed to capture that. We'll drop this. You guys charge into here. We can actually now outflank the enemy with my horsemen if I've got any of them left around here. Okay, no. Okay, horsemen, get back. Before you charge headfirst into that unit of spearmen. Okay. You guys come over here and capture that tower. You guys come over here and attack that unit of 4 spearmen. They shouldn't be that effective, but still, might as well get rid of them. Okay. You guys march back up here, ready to push through here. We've knocked that tower down. You guys can form straight attack them. Okay, you guys, we'll have you come over here and attack the Nordic Javelin men. In order to supplement my swordsmen, we should hopefully then be in a position to carve through them. My shock troop, if possible, I would like them to actually try and swing around here and attack the enemy from the rear. So we'll order them to come over this way and see if they can attack this unit of Nordic Javelin men from the rear. Okay, you guys, you're capturing the tower, although you're taking this time about it, certainly. Okay. Men are broken and running away. Who's running away? Okay, General, we need your inspirational leadership here in order to try and help out against them. Okay, maybe not. Let's have you pull up closer. Maybe we can try and get their attention. These guys are about to break. Okay. They've started to retreat. Excellent. You guys can charge down here then. Both my units are shock cav. Give them a nice decisive charge down the rear here. You guys can charge here. Didn't realize you guys actually can do the morale penalty thing, so you guys can charge straight down there. Nope, you guys need to come around this way, this way, this way. Okay. Charge! There we go, that was a very nice charge. Really got them wavering. Now unfortunately this has meant that we've taken quite a few more casualties than I would have liked. But as long as we win the battle and we don't lose any troops, like full units, we'll be in a position then to be able to actually attack. Alright, so you guys need to come over here and deal with them. It means that we can still be in a position to get replenishment done during our next couple of turns. And given how quickly we can actually replenish now, especially given some of these sort of skills that we've picked up, we should be able to get that done pretty quickly as well. Okay. Let me see. You guys... Alright, looks like we're going to have to push up then towards the center. You guys are finishing off your job against this unit of Palatina. Spearmen, you've managed to take them out. What's left? Somewhere on the battlefield we've got 147 of the enemy's men left. We do have this little garrison. Tell you what, horse archers, let's have you guys come over here and attack the crew. Just to try and take them out a bit. Over here we've managed to... Oh! We're taking casualties from the towers, so unfortunately my horsemen here have actually managed to have a unit nearly wiped out because of it. That's annoying. Okay, let's come here and just make sure we can drive off the last remaining archer bits. Okay, and because I don't know, do I have any troops up here that we need to kill off in order to take the capture points? 60 men somewhere. 60 men. Okay, we've taken that. Right. You guys can come over here. I think really it's just the onager crew, because how many... No, that's not even the onager crew, because they only got a couple of men in each unit. Is there anyone up here? That's my question. Send a unit horseman to find that answer out for me. I wish this could have got a little bit better, to be completely honest. I mean, we had the attack, we did have the advantage in the battle, I would say, in terms of quality and quantity. It's just trying to deal with the amount of towers that they've got. And the fact that, especially if I'm trying to capture them, it seems to be taking quite a long time to actually be captured. Right. So yeah, units. My other unit of cavalry now is broken because of that tower here. Let's see what we can do about taking it. Right. Is there any troops up here? Yes, they've got the units of horse guard. Okay. You guys need to come over to here. Let's... Something I remember we can do. We can actually ask my cavalry to dismount. Now, if I remember correctly... I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, the troops that are actually on foot should be able to capture areas a lot better than the ones that are on horseback. I'm just wondering, would it be worthwhile to me to try and do something like that or not? That's okay, it'll be fine. General will come over here and give you a hand. You guys need to make your way up to the tower in order to kill off the enemy's general. Can't believe we have to march all the way up here just to try and kill him off because he's too scared to come down from his point. Although saying that, this map is very useful as sort of a checkpoint if you really wanted to try and hold a line here. Just put a couple of units across, put them in shield wall or something like that, and you can take advantage of the morale buff that you've got from being in the capture point, as well as be able to shoot down and on top of your enemies. Very, very useful. Just, you don't particularly want them near the major capture point for your settlement, but... Okay. We're done yet. Another unit's which broken and run away for their lives because they're that unit of over here that was trying to march towards the tower. Right. You guys are about to finish them off. You're about to come over here and take that final tower. And my troops are eventually going to be making their way up to the top here in order to try and finish off the enemy's general. This episode has now gone on a bit longer than I was expecting it to, just simply because of the fact that this battle takes so long. I mean, it's taken nearly 20 minutes. That's actually quite surprising. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun, eh? Okay. Let's see. You guys, you should be coming up first of all. You guys can start slowing down a little bit. We haven't quite taken that tower yet, so you guys, the horsemen, can come over here and capture... the swordsman, I should say, can come over here and capture that tower for me, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. That's almost done. You've taken a couple of hits, but that's okay. Come on, there's no reason why they should be taking it. Okay, dismount from the horses second. There we go.
Destroyed the enemy tower.
Alright, let's get back on your horses now. You see how quickly that's going up now compared to being on horseback. That's better. Right. Okay, let's go off and kill off some noble Nordic house guard. Yugvi. Okay, let's kill these off. Let's have you guys slightly over to one side. Just so we can come in from slight flank charge there. There we go, charge in. Right. General will have you come up here and take the sort of give a bit of a buff. Right. Ugh. It has taken a lot more than I was hoping for this fight to go. But we've almost won. There we go, broken. Victory is mine. We'll just end the battle. It was a close victory. To be honest, the balance bar was fairly balanced. It's just a shame that we did take more casualties than I was expecting. We lost, I would say, these 2 units here. One of the horsemen and one of my legio. That is annoying because it means we're going to have to try and get the infantry recruited done. I miss Warhammer and its global recruitment. It just made more sense. Might have been more expensive, but it made sense. So if you needed troops to come and join your army, you could just order them, and then it represents them actually just traveling over with the extended recruitment time. But yeah, we lost those 2 units. Okay, that's alright. We'll occupy.
Ready for orders.
Alright, and we'll see what we can do about taking the rest of this place. So we can now get a port done there. We can upgrade our settlements here. 60. Let's go for cow herd right now, and we'll get some local industry going here. In fact, let's get a rally field done for now. We can have a farming colony here. Let's see, repair, disband, disband, repair, disband. So we've got a bunch of stuff we need to do here first before we can send this army off, but as you can see, replenishment is going to be taking place very quickly. So hopefully once we hire some units, in fact, what mercenaries are available here right now? Is there anything decent? Nordic Axe Warband? I mean, well, take a unit of that, sure. And what about cavalry? Anything interesting? Let's take some Nordic Mounted Raiders. Why not? There we go. Forward strength. A whole bunch of late alerts telling me that I've managed to achieve this, that, and the other. Okay, let's see. You can just get this. My bishop is doing pretty well for himself, but we've now managed to take the Geats capital of Hevnesholt. It'll take a couple of turns for me to stabilize things in the region, and we do have plague as well to deal with, but we'll get the sanitation going here as soon as we can, and then from there we can start pushing down them with this army. Okay, at least that's the plan. What else we've got before we finish this episode? This is what I mean, it takes a whole episode, including a battle, just to get through one turn. How crazy is that? Okay, one more turn and then you're ready to go. You're up here going to kill the Danes off next time. General? Right. So we've got the Gottungians attacking us at Peteska. We do have a legion being recruited, but I haven't actually had a chance to recruit anyone. So what do I do with this legion? Consider my emperor, considering that at the moment it's winter. Do I let it so we can take the winter attrition? Or do I continue marching him over here somewhere? Just so basically I can get and attack them next turn. Yeah, let's do that. I could have him stationed at Uim, but if I do that, then he still has to take another turn or two to get over here, whereas this way, he can attack next turn, and it's not just him that's taking attrition, so it is the enemy next to the winter, so yeah, it should be okay. Alright, you're doing thing there, you've moved over to here, you've fine, you're fine. Okay. Lucius, like I said, I'm going to keep them here for the moment, just because I want to make sure that public order is okay. In fact, let me just check Linden, see what the public order is at the moment. Yeah, if we leave now, it's going to be -1, just because it's currently at 11, and yeah, it's currently at 11, and my military presence counts for 12 for that. So we'll keep that going for now. Now, the other thing I did think, someone did mention it in the comments, I think it was you, Pakala, did say about the army here in Ethiopia. Again, I would like to be able to take it, but I can't afford to move it right now because public order is so bad right now because of the religion. It's appalling, it's terrible. Especially since I can't even get any governor buildings yet, because at the moment we're trying to get the growth done, and we need 5 in order to try and get anything that will help boost the public order more than just building a big church. So what I'm going to do, but what I can do, let me just double check, can I do it now, or do I have to wait? Yes. That would be a useful addition to actually try and help out, against my big campaigns. So what I could do with the army in Ethiopia is make a second army there, right, just to take over garrison duties, while the rest of the army then can march upwards to either support the assault against Lazica, or to push upwards from the south against the Grottungians. Now, given the fact that the Grottungians seem to have a lot of their attention focused at the moment up in the north against Pataska, it means that I could take their southern regions pretty quickly without not having to worry too much about facing a lot of opposition. The Sclavanians might be a little bit tougher because they have declared war on me, and of course that's going to be it. If they have a chance to get their army back up to full strength, that could make things a bit difficult, especially given that since we've got a couple of turns before we can actually get anywhere near the Sclavanian territory. But the quicker we can wrap things up with the Grottungians, the quicker I can bring in more forces to support against the Alamans. Right now, people like the Gaul and that are sort of keeping them busy, so what I'm hoping we can do is just basically finish wiping them out. And at some... How did you guys escape from my zone of control? That was weird. Well, have a look. Okay. But yeah, that's the general plan. Once stability sorts itself out in Britannia, I can bring in another my legion from there. Same with Ethiopia, but it looks like what I'm going to have to do is basically relieve the siege at Pataska in order to so I can prevent the army from being done. To be honest, I could do it right now just by not ordering it to be done. In fact, it'll probably save me a bit of cash actually.
This. Will you stand? There is little wisdom.
I've got enough enemies as it is. I don't want to fight the Marians yet until I actually defeat the Geats, the Langobards, and that down in Hispania. Once I've pushed them out of Hispania and taken the territory, I might send a legion or two against the Marians then, but only then. Until then, I want to make sure I've taken Spain for myself. Okay, you've now dropped out of the siege. You've actually pulled back. Okay. Means that I can disband that army now and actually have my faction leader move into there. Okay. That could work. I'm not too worried about things like the Lazican forces right there, because as you can see, they're very tiny. They've only got like 1 or 2 units, maybe 3 in each one. So it's pretty easy pickings for us. So I'm not too concerned about them. Luckily, all the buildings have converted over quite some time ago, so it should be pretty strong still. And it looks like the rebels have been defeated at Samadar. Okay. Success. Opportune failure. We lost 7 men because of attrition, it seems, wherever that is. Charmania, oh, that's up in Grotesco. Consumption and spread. Complete terms of office. Okay, and there was something about a rebellion. I didn't pay attention. Where was that? Hyperborea. Massive -39 problem right now. Oh, I know it's only, and it's because for some reason we've got Mortimer, but Mortimer is no longer a settlement for some reason. That's weird. Okay, yeah, that's very, very weird. Did it take that much attrition? I mean, did it take that much assault? Attacks against it that is basically just now a ruined village without actually being razed? Interesting. Okay, guys and girls, I'm going to end the episode here. So like I said, straight after this, I'm going to be recording the episode 65. But I hope you join me next week for that episode. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye for now.